After the end of Dajjal, a greater trial begins. This is the story of Yajuj and Majuj. After the earth finally breathes in relief from the destruction of Dajjal, people believe the worst is over. Justice has returned. Fear has lifted. Isa ibn Maryam, alayhis salam, walks among the believers, ruling by the law of Allah, and the world experiences peace unlike anything it has known before. But this calm is not the end. It is only a pause before another event written by Allah long before the creation of mankind. An event so overwhelming that even a noble prophet will admit human weakness before it. This is the time of Yajuj and Majuj. Hidden from the world for centuries, Yajuj and Majuj are not a myth, nor a symbol, nor a metaphor. They are real nations created by Allah, mentioned clearly in the Qur'an, whose emergence was decreed as one of the greatest signs of the approaching hour. Allah tells us that a barrier was placed between them and the rest of humanity by Dhul Qarnayn, a righteous ruler whom Allah granted strength and wisdom. Dhul Qarnayn did not seal Yajuj and Majuj out of fear, nor to expand his kingdom, nor to display his power. He sealed them as an act of mercy and justice. When he reached the land between two mountains, he found a weak and oppressed people living in constant terror. They complained that Yajuj and Majuj repeatedly broke into their lands, spreading corruption, destroying crops, consuming resources, killing without restraint, and leaving devastation behind them. Their lives had become a cycle of rebuilding, only to be destroyed again. They begged Dhul Qarnayn for protection, and offered him wealth in exchange for building a barrier. Dhul Qarnayn refused their payment, reminding them that what Allah had given him was better than any wealth. He made it clear that his authority was a trust from Allah, not a means for personal gain. Instead, he asked them to assist him with strength and effort. By Allah's guidance, he constructed a massive barrier of iron, reinforced with molten copper, sealed so firmly that Yajuj and Majuj could neither climb over it nor pierce through it. When the barrier was completed, Dhul Qarnayn did not claim permanence or victory. He declared that this barrier was a mercy from Allah, and that when Allah's promise arrives, it will be reduced to dust. In this way, Yajuj and Majuj were sealed not by human power alone, but by divine decree, restrained until the exact moment Allah wills their release. This barrier was not built for glory or conquest, but as a mercy, because Yajuj and Majuj were a people who spread corruption on the earth. They destroyed, they consumed, and they left nothing behind them. Dhul Qarnayn sealed them away by Allah's permission, and for generations they remained hidden. But nothing built by human hands lasts forever. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ warned that the barrier would one day weaken, and that Yajuj and Majuj would begin to break through. Allah himself says in the Qur'an that when the promise of the true event draws near, Yajuj and Majuj will be released, surging from every elevation. Their emergence will not be gradual. It will be sudden, overwhelming, unstoppable. When they finally break free, the earth will be flooded by their numbers. The Prophet ﷺ described them as so vast that the first of them will pass a lake and drink from it, and when the last of them comes, they will say that water once existed there. They will consume everything in their path. Crops, animals, water, and resources will disappear. Civilization will crumble before them, not because they possess advanced power, but because Allah allows their test to unfold. During this time, Isa alayhis salam will still be on earth, but even he, a prophet of Allah, will not fight Yajuj and Majuj directly. Instead, Allah will command him to retreat with the believers to safety. They will take refuge on a mountain, isolated and surrounded by fear. Supplies will run low. Hunger will become severe. The Prophet ﷺ described that food will become so scarce that the head of a bull will be more valuable than gold. The believers will endure hardship, not because they are abandoned, but because Allah is testing their patience once more. Yajuj and Majuj, meanwhile, will roam the earth freely. Their arrogance will grow until they believe no power can stop them. In their delusion, they will shoot arrows toward the sky, and Allah will return those arrows stained with blood as a test for them, increasing their false sense of victory. They will believe they have conquered the earth and the heavens, not knowing that their end has already been written. When suffering becomes unbearable, Isa alayhi salam will raise his hands in sincere supplication. He will not rely on strength or armies. He will turn fully to Allah, acknowledging that only the Creator can end what He Himself has allowed. Allah will respond immediately, without battle, without weapons, without human effort. Allah will send a type of worm or disease into the necks of Yajuj and Majuj. In a single night, they will all perish. Every last one of them will fall lifeless, just as easily as they once overwhelmed the earth. Morning will come, and silence will return. The threat that terrified humanity will be gone, not by human power, but by divine decree. But the earth will still be unlivable. The bodies of Yajuj and Majuj will cover the land, filling it with decay and unbearable stench. Once again, Isa alayhi salam will turn to Allah in supplication. Allah will send birds with necks like camels, carrying the bodies away and disposing of them where Allah wills. Then rain will fall upon the earth, washing it clean until it shines like a polished mirror. Life will return. The land will become fertile again. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, described that during this time, a single pomegranate will be enough to feed a group of people, and its peel will provide shade. Milk will be so abundant that one animal will suffice for an entire community. This will be the peak of peace and provision on earth, a mercy from Allah after unimaginable trials. Yet even this era is temporary. The world is not meant to remain forever. After these events, life will continue for a time under righteousness, but slowly, signs will follow signs, leading humanity closer to the final hour. The story of Yajuj and Majuj is not meant to frighten alone, it is meant to humble, to remind humanity that no matter how powerful, advanced, or numerous a people become, they are nothing before the command of Allah. This is why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us, prepared us, and reminded us that safety lies not in strength, but in faith. The release of Yajuj and Majuj will come suddenly, but the believers will not be surprised, because they were warned long before. They will recognize the sign, and they will know that the promise of Allah is always true.